All right, guys, Jason here, and we are up here, and look what we have right here. Yes, I found one. Finally found you guys one. This place has got 6 of them too, and it's right here. What city are we actually in? I know we're in Georgia. What city is this?
We're in Springfield, Georgia. You can find us on Highway 21. My name's Nick, and speaking with Jason here a little bit, I'll be telling you a little bit about this Warlock, and we have a few of them in stock. I'd be happy to explain and figure out if this vehicle was the right one for you. Come talk to me about it.
Perfect, and there it is, the Warlock right there. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna show you some of the technical stuff on here. He's got the keys, he'll fire it up, and then we'll do our normal walk around thing on here. So first off, this has got, as you see here, SST, straight 6 turbo. This has got the Hurricane engine in it. And before we fire it up once for us, just so we can hear it back here, we got our dual exhaust back here. He's gonna fire that up for you. There it is. Not your V8 rumble, but listen to that thing purr like a kitten. Turbos and turbo inline 6, pure beautiful perfection. Got her, excellent. So yeah, but this is it right here. Now we're actually going to jump in the passenger seat with him while he's in there. He's going to walk around and show you this. So we're going to pop right over there. You're staying right there. All right, so here it is. Now we'll cover the inside of this and go through our normal routine, but look at the simple design and layout that we have in here and how nice and easy this is, every function. But so now as far as this being a Warlock, what's the differences in this thing versus some of the higher end trims?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were speaking a little bit before. This is like the Rebel, but one step down. So it's gonna have a lot of the functional capability of that in terms of 4x4 skid plates, has off-road tires that come already. It's a little bit taller, but then in terms of infotainment, you're not really lacking anything. I could dive into that a little bit for you. You get the full-sized middle cluster. That's going to be a color display there. On the lower models, it should be a little bit smaller, and then in this main 8.4-inch screen here, it's been updated. It's much quicker, and you can connect 10 phones to it at once. All your fun buttons are going to be right here. Rear view camera and such, you can see, very clear wide angle, and you can turn that off when you're driving. Connect up to 10 phones to it at once and take calls from 2. So if your passenger gets a call, you can listen to on speaker, or if you do. Not a lot of people know that about this, but super customizable and a lot faster with that updated system. Springfield, Chrysler, and Southern Motors is our brand, and we've been in business for 95 years, and we look forward to earning your business.
And their information will be running down below for you, and we appreciate you helping us out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and kill it. We're going to show the outside. We're going to actually do our review like we typically do, where we're going to go through this thing and walk around and show it, but that was really nice of him to explain some of those details. 10 phones. It's a pretty sweet setup in here. So that is it right here, the amazing Warlock, and we're going to dive in. All right, so here it is right here. Warlock, the official, the Warlock Ram 2500 or 2025 Ram 1500 Warlock. Yes, everything is covered in pollen. It is what it is. It is that time of year in Georgia. But what is this truck? Well, this is the truck. This is the full-size truck that I would buy over every single full-size made today. This is the one, hands down, in here. And we had him just help us out. He's going to show you some of the interior stuff in there. Just a quick little how the infotainment stuff works, but we have the hood popped on here. This does have the SST in it. This is the straight 6 turbo inside of this thing. We'll take a look at it. Look at this. I mean, still, look at the amount of space there is to work on this motor. Look at how simple in design, okay? This is not a complicated engine. We love that. Yeah, it's got a big cover on the front, but it is a very simple engine, and I have very, very high hopes for this motor. And the amount of power it's putting out and everything about it is straight up fantastic. But we love this truck. This truck is fantastic, and the price is great. Now, it does not have a window sticker on it, but I will pull it up on their online, or on their, I will pull up the window sticker for. All right, we just had Nick print out the window sticker for us on this truck. So we have the window sticker here. We can take a look at it and show you. Actually, we'll get somewhere here where we're going to be kind of out of the sun, but we can take a look at this. So let's set it right here. Hey, we're going to put it on there like it's a window sticker. There we go. So here's what we're looking at. Okay, so you can see what options are on here, what is coming standard with. Optional equipment on this one, they got the customer preferred 21B package on there for $5,000 basically. The forged blue metallic paint is $295, and you can see all what comes with this package on here. Pretty sweet setup. Tow hooks for $195 on there, and then you got the Hurricane upgrade for $2,700. Brings the MSRP on this thing. Total is $56,745, and again, you see $46,875. But the street price on this thing is very good. Even these guys, they was just showing me on their website. Come check their website, take a look at it, but they got some very good rebates and deals going here as well too. I've never been to this dealer before. I found this dealer because I was hunting down this vehicle. I was searching for a Warlock to find one to do a review on. This place is, as the crow flies, 38 miles from my house, 50-minute drive, so it's a little less than an hour. We will be back up here reviewing more vehicles. These guys are very nice to deal with. I enjoyed it. I had a great time talking with Nick and the sales guys in there and the sales manager. This place seems very legit, very comfortable, very good people. Their information will be running down below for you as well too. And as you want, I have Nick's direct info right here for you. This is Southern Motors, Springfield right here, and there's his phone number right there on the top, and it's Nick. That's the guy right there that you're looking for. Highly recommend him so far. Like I said, these guys, first time ever being here, but they got a lot of Rams on the lot, and they got a lot of good models. They got a lot of stuff we're looking for. So we will be back up here for this, and we will be seeing it on here to show you. But we also have this parked right next to a Rebel. This is your Warlock. This is your Rebel. Okay, Warlock, Rebel. Notice here you got the Rebel hood. It's got this advanced, more poofy, more aggressive looking, chiseled with the nostrils type hood. This one does not. Simpler in design. I actually prefer this. Less stuff in your way, less height. Look at how high up this center part of this goes with all that on there versus this. Okay, I like this design. Look at the wipers. See how you can see the wipers there? Wipers are gone there. It's because that hood is up so high. The nostrils are cool. I would have liked to have the nostrils in there. But very similar in design. Now we do got a little front valance on this one. It would be easily removed. Otherwise, we are pretty similar. You got a little more high clearance bumper on the Rebel right there in front of the tires versus what you do on here. But again, not something that's life altering in my opinion. This is a huge benefit for a truck here. We have the plastic fender flares, none here, okay? Same exact tire, basically, same kind of wheel. We got a 275/70, 275/70. We got basically the same exact suspension in this thing. Both of them have the rear lockers. We'll cover all that, but it is basically, this is the simplified, cheaper version of this truck. And it is amazing. We got our big tow hooks on the front. Love the grill setup, nice design to it. I actually like the grill look a little better on a Rebel. How it's got that kind of an attitude grill, but I'm not arguing with this, especially for the money. This has got all the capability without the expense to it. It is a beautiful thing. This is a really cool color. I don't know what color that is, but it's kind of a unique, again, the pollen though is kind of hard, but it is such a cool color on this thing. But amazing setup, side steps on here, perfect layout. Like I said, Warlock setup, rear bumper setup on here too. Basically the exact same rear bumper and rear setup as what we have here on the Rebel. Same exact type thing, same side steps. Like I said, it's very similar in the design of the truck. We have our tail bed back here. We have tie down points in all four low corners, here, 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 and here. That is exactly what we are looking for. We want the tie downs low. You tie things down, you do not tie them up. Perfect design. No power back here, left simple. It is a Warlock style. It is a more basic truck, but that's okay. If I want power back here like I do with my Gladiator, I'll drop my 100 amp battery in that corner right there and power everything that I could ever dream of back here all day long, which is what I do in my Gladiator. Here, you got bed lined, same thing, and you got the rails on here, but same kind of setup. Now you do get bed lights on this one. You're seeing bed lights and you're seeing a power outlet here, okay? We don't get that feature in this one. Bed lights would go there, power would go there, and we don't have either one in it. Again, simplified. But I would rather add that stuff myself for a little bit of money than pay a tremendous amount to get it. Not knocking the Rebel. I love the Rebel. This is a scaled down version. Let's first start in here and take a look on the inside, see what we got in this baby. So when we open the back door, back end here, Simple, functional. You know, this is like the Trail Boss version if you're thinking Chevy, or the STX version if you're thinking Ford. Simple, functional, but we have map pockets on both rear seats. We have AC vents down here for both passengers. Nice cubby right down here, but we got AC vents on there. We do not have power back here. Ram is pretty stingy about that, you know, in the back of this, but we do not have any USB or power here, but we get it in a center console, and in my Ram 2500, we just dropped a cord right here for people and had an outlet sit right there, right down there that we could use. So there's options for it. We have full 60-40 split seat in this thing, and we do have the cup holders in the armrest right here. Phenomenal setup. We have the flip up seat right here, plenty of room under here, and you can put storage bins inside of this as well too, but I like the setup, and I like that they give you the 60-40 sit on this side, so you got nice features, and you do get quite a bit of storage underneath and behind here too. So they do it very, very good on this, and a nice setup in the back seats. I love how Ram does their mats on this also. These mats, look at, they're split. Okay, so you can take one out at a time. You don't have to fight this whole thing all the way through. Love that design. Ram boxes, that's what I call them. You can call them whatever you want. I'm gonna always call them for the rest of my life Ram boxes, but these are those in-floor storage containers. It doesn't get better than this. It never gets better than this. Plus we have tie downs right there. Those are tie downs to lash any gear back here. Full flat floor. Perfect, every level. Everything about this back end is pure perfection on every single level. Everything you want, nothing you don't, pure perfection. Tons of room in here for storage, tons of room in here for storage, tons of under seat storage, lay flat floor, and Ram boxes in both sides. Cannot argue with this at all, one bit. This truck is straight up amazing. Love the Goodyear MT tires on this thing. These are Duratrax, well done. Fantastic coil spring suspension on it, skid plates throughout. Like I said, the rear locker setup will cover all that, but this thing is just a beast of a truck. An absolute awesome, one of my favorite full-size trucks made today. And again, I cannot say that enough. This is the full-size truck I would buy today. In a 1500 F-150 series, nothing I would buy before I would buy this. This would be my go-to truck. Now we come around here, same kind of setup in the door guard, same setup here, but look at here under our seat. Again, massive room in here. When you put both of them up, there is so much room in here. So tons of opportunity and options. Okay, that's the beauty of it. And again, you can buy containers that mount here and they go across here, and it will fill this up for you and give you room to put things. And you have a ton of room behind and underneath of this too. So very well done, Ram, on the seat setup in here, and having vents back there, the whole setup, they did it well. We come around here to this seat. Okay, awesome. Awesome layout in here. Again, simple, functional. Think Trail Boss, think XL or STX. We got our huge area right here. Does not have the front door on it like the other trims do, like a Rebel would, but that's okay. But massive area. Huge glove box in here. Nice, long, good setup for a glove box on here. We will cover that stuff from that side, but we got all of our setup right here. Our floor jack is right there for our jack for changing a spare tire. Simple, functional, grab handles on both sides right there, and very well done. And the seat is my favorite seat configuration ever made in a truck. We will show you that. I will cover that for you. Let's bring the seat back, but we'll show you how this seat works in a minute, because it's the bomb, I guess you could say. Now, I forgot to show you also down here, you have another Ram box right there. Another one of those Ram boxes, both sides, flawless. Flawless. God, I love what Ram does. Just cannot say it enough. I love what Ram does. Mirror setup's perfect. Everything about this truck is pure perfection. I love it. I love it. Love this too. But you're talking, you know, $25,000, $30,000 more for this. And we're talking street price. You're looking at like $65,000 to $75,000. Here you're looking at, you know, $45,000 to $55,000. Again, options, things like that, street price. And I don't know what they're even charging here. We don't see a window sticker on them, but I'm just saying that this is a heck of a lot cheaper than that, and they basically do the same exact functions. Coming around on this side over here, we have our, let's look at our payload and our capacities of this. So our payload capacity, zooming in right here, is 1,619 pounds. And we have our towing capacities right here for you as well too. The GVWR numbers, everything right there for you to see. And they do this truck very well. Again, nice features, nice design on here, simple brushed aluminum look, buttons good and tactical. I like the layout. I like how Ram does everything. Now here we got our light knobs, all of our light controls right there, dimmer. You got your parking brake right there as well too. And if we jump inside of this beast, first of all, we will notice here that we have still have our sunglass holder here for our weekend Ray-Bans, and we got our spot right here for our junk weekly sunglasses from Walmart. 12 volt up here. Ram does this. This is so valuable. I can turn this outlet into anything. I can make it be USBs. I can make it be a 120 volt. I can do anything I want with it. Most valuable outlet there is, and I love that Ram gives us one up high. Not many people do. Love that feature. And again, keep in mind, this is a lower level trim. You saw when he set up and showed you the display on this thing works like a champ. We'll cover the menus real quick for you though. Real tactile knobs for your controls, for your fan speed, for your temperature control. Oh, look at, I'm a little chilly. Ooh, now I'm not chilly. How hard was that? Oh, well, I'm getting a little warm. Now I'm not warm. Okay, that does it get better than that? And then, oh, what mode? I don't want it not blowing up here on my thing. I need to feel it on my face. Okay, so there it is. Now it's blowing, you know, so simple. So simple and functional. These are going to be your buttons for whatever they're doing in here. I don't know what modes we got on this. I don't have the keys no more. He took them. But, you know, you're going to have your tactile switches. They work, functional, and you feel it. You know exactly what's going on. Here's our four-wheel drive controls. We do have a twist knob selector for this, and I'm okay with that. If it's going to be electronic, put it here like that is 100% fine for me, because it's, you know, a column shifter that's electric that just does these little weird, little cheesy little flips. I'm not a fan. If it's going to be electric anyway, give it to me right here. And with this setup, I can still, when I'm stuck in the mud, I can rock that pretty quick. I can do that pretty quick to rock back and forth and still be functional. Two-wheel drive. 4 high, 4 low. We do not get 4 auto in there, but we got 2-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low, and we have our auto start stop off right here. Big, simple to easy to get to button. We have our rear locking rear axle on here for that, and we have our whatever control for that. I can't remember what it's called. Then down here though, we have 4 USBs down there. You can see them. How beautiful is that? Let me take you off this. 4 USB ports down here, tucked in nice, where all your cables are going to go wherever, but they're not up here dangling all over everything. Perfect place for those 4 there. And we have 120 volt down there. And we have 12 volt right there. Can it get any better? Can it actually do any better in a truck? I don't think so. And this is a lower level trim. Now, what else are we getting in this lower level trim? Analog gauges. Look at how sexy that cluster is. 4 quad analog gauges in a beautifully designed, looks almost like a Chevy logo in the middle there, of a digital display readout. I mean, it is flawless. The best design and gauge layout that they've ever done in any truck in history is right here in this tradesman basically version of this truck. So very well done. All the controls you need, comfortable steering wheel, yet easy to clean, and it's not going to stain up well. We'll take that all day long. Now, as far as the best part of this truck is this right here. Okay, so look at the size of this center console. Okay, people are like, it's not a console, it's a console. It's a whatever I want to call it, and I'm going to call it a console just for you guys. Here it is. Look at this center console. Look how nice that is. Okay, little compartment right there, another compartment up front on there, a couple places to hold some pens on the sides, 2 cup holders right here. That's beautiful. But oh, there's a seat. Yes, it's actually a bench seat. Look at that. How nice is that? We actually have a seat here. We can fit 6 people, 3 in the back, 3 in the front. And, oh, what do we got under here? Another compartment right down here, tucked in, nice, nested right in there. 2 more little compartments here, another compartment here. And all of this space right here to put any other configurables that you want to. They sell online a million different configurations for things that will go right there for organizers. Look at this and how hidden it is. I love this setup that they put on this thing. And they hide the button. This lever is hidden down low. See how that lever goes way down low? So when it's here, if somebody wants to take their hand and go, does that lift? No, that don't lift. They just feel it and they go, there's nothing there, that don't lift. They got to go down here. They're not feeling it. Okay, they got to go down here to get it. Kind of a nice safety feature that's tucked way down. Most people just grab and go, oh, it don't lift. till you get down there. Beautiful design in the front system in here too. Sweet, simple, easy. Pull the lever, down it comes right there like that. Fully functional. Such a huge, nice console. Good armrest area. Everything that you're looking for right here, and flawless. So they crush it with this truck. They do such a fantastic job with this truck. I just can't say enough good things about it. There is a reason that this is the truck that I'm not buying a full-size truck, okay? Understand that. I'm not going to buy full-size for myself, but if I was, nothing is better, in my opinion, than this for your bang for your buck. This has got all the quality, all the capability. This is basically a Rebel, completely. This is just like a Rebel, but for thousands and thousands of dollars less. Look at the setup under here. Okay, pure perfection. Bilstein shocks, it's got the factory lift, it's got the rear locker, it's got everything that we want. We got the Goodyear Duratrax on it, we got the capabilities, we got the features, and we save a lot of money over the Rebel. So, and it's got everything you need on the inside, nothing you don't. It is the perfect truck in my opinion, and it is priced incredibly well. So I cannot say enough good things about it. This is our first look at it. Ram Rebel, the Ram Warlock, right next to a Rebel, side by side, so you can see them for yourselves. Pick out the differences, see what's what on there and how they're looking. And you cannot argue with either one of them. Absolute pure perfection. But that Warlock's what we've been dreaming of. And remember, they got 6 of these up here right now at this dealership. Just like he said, they have 6 of them on a lot. One right here, there's one over there. They're scattered about, but 6 Warlocks here on this lot, and I can't find another one within 500 miles of me, and yet they got 6 right here. So definitely come check them out. Any questions, comments you got, anything like that, put them down below. As always, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.